These are the kinds of jobs I normally don't show on my channel, which are fabrication and assembly jobs for my clients. Since I just show how I assembled something for a client and don't really teach anything, I think it might be a boring video. But since many of you asked me to start showing much more of my work, I decided to make this video. So this video is going to be related to that, to my day-to-day life in the workshop and in my production. So I'm going to show you how I do a production. Normally, I use my GL Pro welding table to work. I bring the forklift with the heavy things to manufacture. In this case, it would be annoying if I bring the forklift with the heavy things because I want to show it to you. It would block the camera and you wouldn't be able to see. So I'm going to bring the forklift, but I'm going to move my PRO table forward so I can use the forklift and put it in the back. It would be that I bring the table forward. I bring the forklift over here. The table will be in front of me. So I can put the heavy things on this side so you all can see me. When I have to do work in series or productions, I like to take my time and make my templates so I can work faster and make it neater. In this case, I made some stoppers to help me work faster and more neatly. I made these stoppers myself and they have bolts on both sides. I'll remove the nut so you can see they have them on both sides. And they go like this, extra, so that I can rest it on top there. They also have them on the other side because I'm also going to tighten them from below with another nut so they don't move. So it stays stable and doesn't shift when I put something on it. So well, I'm gonna set it up more or less, and then I'll come with the forklift and go around to the other side. So I can work and you can see because I actually put the forklift here and set it down. But in this case, if I do that, you won't be able to see how I'm working. Now I'm just going to leave them like this. Later I'll arrange them as they should be. It's just to get an idea of where they're going to go. Like this. Now I'm going to put it more or less the same. Later when I bring the piece, I'll support them. So, and this one over. This is how it's going to look for me. Now I'm still not going to move it anywhere because when I bring the sheet that I'm going to put up here, that's when I'll guide myself to see where I want it to go so it's comfortable for me. And only then will I tighten it. Okay? I'm going to put them like this and tighten them from underneath. I'm not going to tighten it too much, just enough. So it stays on, so I can quickly loosen and move it if needed. Okay, I've already set it up. Now I'm going to come over here with the forklift. I'm going to bring the cable because I didn't plug it in so I could move it faster. And now I need the cable to lift it. Well, this is the top part of the table. I use these dowels to make it better. And instead of bending down here, I can screw or do anything much faster. It helps me so that it doesn't move or get complicated and shift all over the place. That's why I made these dowels. So it stays really steady. As you can see, it doesn't move at all. Now I'm going to start bringing the other parts. As you can see, the sheet metal bends when it's cut. So I'm going to bring over these homemade clamps I made, and I'm going to use them to help straighten it out. I've brought the other clamps. I'll show you up front. I made these little clamps to help me with the fabrication. Here I have all my little clamps. I'll put them all here. It's handy because I have a spot to set things down, so I don't need to search for them or leave them on the floor. First, well, now I already have it fitted, but first you have to fit it well on this side, on this end, and on this end to put the little clamps. I'm going to put one on this side and one on the other side, so it doesn't pull everything to just one place, and that wouldn't work for me. I'd be making the same movement, so I'm going to put one and one. I made them like a C shape, so they fit right there, exactly there, and now when I tighten it, it presses down. I'm taking off my gloves because it's uncomfortable to put on the nut with them. As you can see, it's stretched. Now I'm going to the other side. See? The sheet metal ended up pulling way back. Now I'm going to put it on this side, so it also puts pressure from here. As you can see, it looks good now. I'll tighten this side a bit more, since it's pulled too far to the other side. I'm going to do the same thing on this other side. The first rib is difficult because it's the one that holds the plate, so it's the only one that's more complicated. The others are much easier. Now I'm going to look for the other parts. These are the other ribs. I'm going to put two here, and I'll arrange each one in its place. These go here. Now I'll do the same with all the ribs. I'm going to grab the little clamps and I'm going to start putting them here and tightening them so that everything stays nice and tight with no gaps. Okay, I've already fitted them all in properly. Now I'm going to bring the sides. I'll bring them here one by one now so I can work faster later without going back and forth. The sides are ready. I'm leaving them close by so I don't have to walk to get them. Now I'll attach the small side pieces, the shortest ones. Now I'm going to put on the one on the other side. Okay, the table is already set up. I made some plates that I'm going to show you now. They're both the same. They're like this. These were there on the sides of the table, so that I could rotate the table and weld comfortably. It's an invention I came up with recently. Well, I'm not going to use these stops anymore, so I'm going to take them out of here now. I'm lowering it to match the one below. And well, as you can see, it can be rotated. So now I can start welding. I can turn it this way, over here, over there. So I'll be able to weld comfortably, and I won't have to be on my tiptoes or standing on a bucket to weld. So I invented this mechanism so I could weld, and at the same time it turned out to be something really fun. What do you think? Do you like it? I have a bunch of little holes on this side so I can slot them in wherever the hole lines up so it doesn't turn on me when I'm welding. And now we tighten it so it doesn't turn on us. And there it is, nice and steady so we can weld calmly. I'm going to use anti-spatter spray so the splatter doesn't get on the table. Now I'm going to remove the bolt to flip it over so I can weld on the underside. Now I'm going to weld on this side. I'll use the small torque wrench just in case. And I'm going to start welding on this other side. one on this side. Hello, good morning, how are you? I stayed up late last night, so now I'll continue. I'm going to turn the table over so I can weld on this side. I put it on just one side so it grounds with the table so I can weld. Never forget to spray the non-stick so the splatters don't stick. It's all welded now, so I'm going to start removing all the clamps. Okay, now I'm going to show you about the legs. I didn't show how I made the legs because I already had them made. That's why I didn't show the process of making the legs. What I am going to show you is how I attach the wheel because it has an adjustment and wheels. So I'm going to get the wheels. Okay, now I'm going to measure up to 6 centimeters. I'm going to mark it. I'll use a square to keep it neat. These are the wheel brackets that I made. Now where the line is, I'm going to put it here on this side to weld it so that it stays on this side. First, I'm going to put the square. And now I'm going to weld. All done. Now, to make it stronger, I made these brackets, put them here. There. Okay, the wheel goes here. This allows you to use the adjustment and the wheel. Now, since it's at this stop, the wheel would move. Once you've already moved it to the table or something, you adjust it to the height you want, and then the wheel stay high. And when you need to move the wheel, you adjust it back here again and move it. I'll put the wheel on and show you now. Here, I've already put the wheel on. As you can see. Now on this stopper, it moves. I'm going to do the same with the other 3 legs. Since I have to deliver the other table to a client and I have to pack it, that's why I'm showing you on mine. So you can see how it goes. The wheels go on the inside. On this side, it would go here. As you can see, I have it bolted on here with the bolts, but mine doesn't have a wheel. So this would go like this. Here. And the same with the other 3 legs. When you take it to the place where you want to put it, you extend the adjuster, and that's it. The wheel stays up, and the leg is a little higher. If you want your GL Pro O or GL base welding table with adjustable legs or with wheels and adjusters, you can get it at glmetal.com.ur. Well, we've reached the end of the video. I'd like to know if you enjoyed seeing the day-to-day life in the workshop. If you want a bit more content like this, or what other content you'd like me to make, let me know down below in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please follow me. It really helps.